So just a quick little video here. This is a question I often get about the van, and it's about this blind, believe it or not. Now, if you've been shopping for blinds, you'll know that they come in varied prices, should we say that. Some of them are really expensive, and the finish isn't that great in my opinion for some of the more expensive ones. The ones in particular I'm on about, it's where it's like a ridged blind, and the ridges don't always end up even, they look a bit wonky. So I was quite keen not to go that route. Now, this doesn't work for every window, so I can't do it on my sliding door window. This only works for this sort of application. You could probably do it onto your back door. I suppose if you really wanted to, you could probably do it on a sliding door, but it'd just take a little bit more work building it into like a surround or something like that. So basically what this is an IKEA blind. I've done a little cutout here. It's not centered at the moment, but this just slides along so I can center it if I need to. And pull the tab down and it goes up just like that. And that's pretty smooth. I mean, you're gonna have to do a couple of modifications to get it to be like this. So you have to buy the one that's slightly bigger, trim it down, reattach everything. It's quite simple to do, it's not a difficult job. All these aluminium bits slide off, and you know, uncap the end, slide it out, cut it down with some scissors, make it a little bit bigger than it originally is. But then you can see, because of obviously gravity, it sits flush on this, so there's no light getting through there, and when it goes up, that bar runs against the wood, so it's a pretty good mechanism. So the modification what I did do to keep this quiet, because if you don't do what I've done, it's quite loud from this aluminium bar knocking on the wood. I mean, you can hear it going there, but that's just because that's not centered. I've just been messing with it before this video. But that can knock around. I mean, you can see how it's quite loud now, even with my modification what I've done. And basically what I've done is, I don't know if you can see just there poking out, there's a microphone windbreak. I don't know what the actual name is for these. Someone will tell me, I'm sure. But it's a bit of foam that goes over the end of a microphone that stops the wind from hitting it. I got a pack of them from eBay. I think they came from China. It took quite a while to get here. I was in no rush to get them. And what was making the most noise was these end tabs, because they stick out a little bit more. They were smacking onto the wood. Now I put them on, and you can see that's it bouncing there, and it's not making any noise. The noise what is coming from this middle bit. Now maybe I could do a fix for that, but the annoying bit when I was driving was that, and once it's up, because them bits of foam, they intercept between the wood and the frame. This is solid now it's up. That's not moving at all. There's no noise coming from that at all. The only noise what I'm going to get from that is if I go over a big bump, and that's going to make the spring move inside the blind itself, and then I'm going to get a bit of a noise from that. But other than that, I mean, it's silent. It's silent unless I hit some big bumps. Now I didn't want to go the curtain route. I thought the curtains looked cheap. I didn't want to go one of them expensive blind route, because although they look like decent blinds, they don't look like they cost what they cost. So I mean, I don't facilitate people charging more than they should do just because it's a VW. So yeah, this is a good alternative, especially if you're doing a self-build. These blinds are epic. You can get them in varied colours, varied sizes. I'll try and put the size what I got to trim it down to this, but I also bought a smaller one at the same time. Tried to make it work, but there were just two little gaps either side, so I ended up trimming it down. So if you like the video and you like the blind, then please do drop a like on this video and subscribe. You can see more content from my van. Any questions about the van, then just ask me. I'll definitely release a video on it. I'm looking for more content to make anyway. So yeah, drop a subscribe, drop a like. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Oh, I think we got a dogger.